I'm Tactical Red, this is Tactical United, and it's about what Fred said. What Fred said. Fred is doing a madness over there, like just talking open. I love it. I love this exposing. I love people when they get exposed, when someone pulls down their pants and they see your little penis. I love it. Exposed. Ollie has been exposed. He's been exposed. He's just a weak man, weak manager. Can't control anyone. I said this from before. I said this from like, I said this in March, April. I said he's weak. He's so soft and weak, and he's a pussy. And you can clearly see players do what they want. I see how they operate on the pitch. He tries to shout. He only can shout at Lingard because Lingard's got Lingard's mentally depressed. So he's shouting at someone who's mentally depressed. Yeah. Well done, Ollie. Yeah, stripes to you, Ollie. Yeah, shouting at someone who's got fucking mental health issues. Big man with your big balls, yeah? Fucking hell, man. Honestly. Well, anyway, let me go on what Fred said. Fred basically exposed Man United football team. He says some players are vanity. That means they're selfish and they only care about themselves and they only play for themselves. I don't know. Like, if you want me to break down who I'm thinking he's talking about, I will. I'm going to break down who I think Fred is talking about. Fred is talking about, I think he's talking about Lingard. I think he's talking about, and the reason why he's talking about Lingard, because he's all about this, media savvy shit. I think 100%. I think he's talking about Rashford too. I do, because I don't think these players play as a team. I don't think they operate in a team. I think Rashford is doing well, doing very well. But, like, as I said, he only just scores goals, but, he doesn't actually play well. Like, scoring goals is playing well, obviously. But, like, in the team play, I don't really see, like, a lot of team play from Rashford. I see a lot of shooting, a lot of selfishness, a lot of if he has a chance to score, he's definitely not going to pass to anyone. I could be looking at it as a good thing or a bad thing. I don't know. Do you know what I mean? It's either, every way you want to look at it. But at the end of the day, you can't really say Rashford's been playing bad for us. But maybe he's talking about him. Like, I want someone to try and blame Pogba. Someone to try and blame Pogba about this, because definitely, like, the Pogba, someone will say this is Pogba, but like, he hasn't been playing. And the thing is, I checked on Sky Sports News, they haven't even run this Fred story. But if Pogba came out with this, this would be front news, back news, middle news. This would be running all for like the hour slot, like for the whole Sky Sports News hour slot. It's gonna be Pogba exposed Man United. Like, but when Fred says it, it's nothing. It's not even a story. Do you know why it's not a story? Because they don't want to see that it's actually not Pogba who's the virus. Pogba's been called the virus, and now Pogba's not playing, but there's still a virus going on. Like, they're gonna be looked at like idiots because they got agendas against Pogba. There's a massive, huge agenda against Pogba in the media, but obviously it's not Pogba. Like I say, I think we don't know who he's talking about, to be honest. He could be talking about Martial. He could be talking about Martial. Like, he could say Martial doesn't really play for anyone but himself, but I see Martial as a team player, like, more than anything. And at the moment, he's just lacking a bit of confidence. Like, the reason why Martial's not playing well is just confidence. Oh, it's clear, it's confidence. It's nothing to do with, like, he hasn't got quality. He just, last couple of games, lacked a bit of confidence. Obviously, that chance he missed against Liverpool must have just, affected the camera there a little bit. That chance he missed against Liverpool must have affected him quite badly. So, I see it's a confidence thing with Martial, to be honest with you. But yeah, Fred is really trying to expose everything. And, I think this really highlights Ollie's lack of ability. He says we don't have any creativity. Okay, we just bought Fernandes. But he's just completely exposing Ollie. And, like, I'm worried for him because he might get dropped for the next game. But he can't, because without Fred, we're just the worst team, and Ollie knows it. So, once we lose this Chelsea, like, if we do lose this Chelsea game, we're out top 4. We're 9 points behind Chelsea. We're done. Like, top 4's over, innit? Like, top 4's done if we lose. If we lose, top 4's over. We've got other hard games after that. And, when top 4's done, if we finish, like, we could finish 9th or 8th easily this season. Like, let's not get it twisted. We've only won 3 games away from home. That was against Burnley, Man City, which was obviously like a one-off. And a one-off, and another game against, I can't remember who it was. Burnley, Man City, in Norwich. Norwich. It's only these 3 games won away from home, so our away record is poor. So I can't see us doing anything away from home. And yeah, I just think we've just been exposed by Fred. Fred is just completely exposed. Ollie, man management skills, because if people are not playing for the team, why is Ollie still picking them? Why are they still playing? Why hasn't Ollie highlighted this? Because he's a weak man. And I love this. I love it. I love him being exposed. But no, like Sky Sports hasn't run with it. I don't know why. Like this is the biggest story of the weekend. But they're not running with it. I don't know why. I think there's agendas. I think the media, Ed Woodward must have hands in the media in Sky. He must. Man United's a big enterprise, and for Man United to be looking really bad, I think Sky, it's not good. It's not good money for Sky, to be honest. So I don't think they would really want that to happen. So yeah, so maybe that's one reason. I don't know, but they should be running the story because it's a fucking huge story. Huge. It's huge. Honestly, it's huge. But yeah, nah. At the end of the day, we will see. There's a lot of talk about Jack Grealish coming to Man United, actually, and I would be fucking delighted to have Jack Grealish. I would be absolutely ecstatic to have Grealish. Grealish is a true, authentic baller. Do you know what? And I'll tell you what the difference is between him and Pogba, right? Okay, they're different positions, but there's a major difference between him and Pogba. Grealish has no fear. Grealish is a man already. Like, he's more of a man than Pogba. Like, he steps up more than Pogba does. Like, he's a leader. Pogba's not a leader. Like, this is the difference between them two. Like, that's why I would take Grealish. I would sell Pogba just for Grealish, just to vacate more space for Grealish. I would. I'm not saying Grealish is a better player than Pogba. I don't think he is. But I think right now the environment for Pogba and, you know, what we require is more of a Grealish type of player than a Pogba type of player. Pogba is a player that needs to be in a complete team, not in a team that needs to move forward, because he's not got that mental strength of character. Let's be honest. Like, mentally, his weakest attribute for Pogba is his mental strength. He has everything, but his mental strength is weak. Like, that is the honest truth. So I would definitely take Grealish. Maddison, the reason why Maddison is a good player, and I'm not saying I wouldn't take him, but Grealish is better than him. Grealish has more attributes than him. Like, he's a bit quicker than him. He can dribble better than him. He creates more chances than him. He scores more goals, more assists. He's playing in a worse team and producing the same, basically better statistics than Maddison. So what does that say about Grealish? It says that Grealish is ultimately the better baller. Maddison is good. Maddison's ceiling is high, just like Grealish's, but Grealish is better. It's just and he stands up. And you know, once Ollie the Clown goes, Grealish will definitely be there. And a proper manager, if we get a proper manager, because we can't trust Ed Woodward to get proper managers. But when we do get a proper manager, I do believe Grealish will shine at Man United. And it seems like everything I'm hearing, it feels like he wants to come. I know Maddison hasn't signed his contract yet, and I know Maddison's a Man United fan, but I know Ollie would rather sign Maddison than Grealish, because Maddison is that soft type of player that Ollie prefers. Grealish is a bit too rugged, a bit too ballsy for Ollie. Ollie's a weak man, you see. That's why he talks about, you know, we want certain characters in the dressing room. He wants weak characters in the dressing room because he can't control real characters. Like, he can't. He just can't. Honestly speaking, he just can't. And one more thing I want to say is, and then, you know, at the end of the day, Daniel James. Yeah, Daniel James. I want to talk a little bit about Daniel James because, you know, he's a Man United player. Could anybody honestly say Daniel James is getting into any first team in the top half of the table? Okay, he's not getting in Man City. He's not getting in Liverpool. He's not getting in Arsenal's. He's not getting in Chelsea's. He's not getting in Tottenham's. He's somehow getting in ours. He's not getting in Everton's. He's not going to get in Wolves' first team. I don't know who the other two teams are in the top 10. Okay, if I had to say the next good teams in the top 10 I would probably say, oh God, they're all kind of crap. Who wouldn't you want to go away to? Sheffield United. I mean, Sheffield United, I mean, I don't know. Maybe he would get in their team. Maybe, and that's a big maybe. Like, I'm not saying he definitely would, but he has a chance of getting in Sheffield United's first team just because of how they are. They're just like, they don't really care about, they just work. Like, they just work how they work. So I say he could get into Sheffield United's first team. And let's just say, for example, who's not going to get West Ham could get relegated. Oh, wow. Get a lot of crap teams in the league. Let's just say Watford. Let's say Watford. Would Watford take him in their first team? No. So when we think about Dan James, we think about a player that we have that is not starting in any of the top 10's first team, but he's starting in our team. And the guys who think that he's good enough to start in our team, we need to start really, like, we need to accept that Daniel James isn't good enough. Just like we accepted already. We've already accepted, I know most Man United fans, I think all Man United fans have accepted Pereira and Lingard are not good enough for Man United. We also need to accept Dan James isn't good enough. And the worst thing is that Ollie keeps playing these players. Ollie thinks these players are good enough. Because Ollie is a League One manager at best. At best. He went to Cardiff. Let's not forget. He went to Cardiff, yeah? Got them relegated. Then he got them sacked. Then he got sacked in the Championship when they were doing crap in the Championship. That was close to the relegation zone when he got sacked. So he's not even a Championship manager, yeah? He's a League One manager at best. Because he's not even proven in League One yet. Maybe he's not. Like, we don't know. Like, the Norwegian League and League One might be levels. Or League One might be better than the Norwegian League. We don't know. We actually don't know. But what we do know is Ollie has no credentials, and his time at Man United has been proven to be a failure and a flop. He got a 36% win rate in the Premier League this season. 36%. That is horrendous. Horrendous. 36%. We are 8th. If we lose to Chelsea, we could be 9th by the time we play Chelsea. We could be 9th. If Wolves win, I don't know if they'll beat Leicester. Maybe they'll draw. Even if they draw, they're above us. Yeah. And if we lose to Chelsea, we are 9th in the league, 9 points away from top 4, and we're closer. We're probably be 1 or 2 points from 10th. Yeah. I've been saying this from the beginning. He needs to get sacked. He needs to get sacked. It's not like people think, oh, let's wait until summer. No, we should sack him. We should have sacked him. We should have sacked him last year at the end of the season after that horrendous run that he went on after, I think he lost 8 games out of 10 in the league. 8 games out of 10. 8 games out of 10, man. 8 games out of 10. He lost the end of last season. And this season, he's got a 36% win rate. 36% win rate. He spent 215 million. And I swear to God, he better pray to all the gods, to Buddha, to Allah, to the Almighty God, to Jesus, to every god, to all the elephants and all the gods in the world. No disrespect to any religion. Just pray to them because he needs help. He needs help because he's not going to survive. The fixtures we got, Chelsea, Watford at home is not, I'm telling you now, they could do us easy. We're at home and they could easily do us. Then we got Everton away under Ancelotti. They're doing bits. They haven't lost in 6 games and they've won most of them. Only drawn a couple. Do you know what I'm saying? And then City and Tottenham. We're not getting top 4. We might not even get top 6. Honestly speaking, I don't see us getting top 6. So those who are Ollieing, and in between those games, we got Europa League games. We're fucked. We are fucked. Manchester United are completely fucked. People need to see this. We are completely fucked. In the next 2 months, please don't forget what I say. In the next 2 months, he's gone. In the next 2 months, he has to go because there is no way he is producing. Unless, and there's only way that he's going to survive if Pogba, Martial, somehow Igalo, Fernandez, Fred does a madness. If they do a madness, that's the only way he's gonna survive. But he'll still fuck it up. He will still fuck it up, honestly. I'm Tactical Red, this Tech United, and we are out.